Yeah, I watched this in a attempt to be more normie. I usually don't watch anime as they're relevant. I usually like when I feel like watching anime, I just go back and watch Ranma or like Initial D, just some old anime that I like watching. But I want to, I just want to be more in the scene. So I thought I'd actually force myself to watch this one. Uh, Now, I didn't like Cyberpunk the game. I like the aesthetic and I like the genre of Cyberpunk, but the actual Cyberpunk IP, don't really know that much about it. Really didn't like the game. I really bounced off that. And I really ended up liking this anime. Like I said, I was going into it with like a lot of low expectations, and that probably helped me enjoy this anime a lot. Like it wasn't the next coming of Christ, but it was pretty good, and I thought it did a really good job of portraying the cyberpunk universe. Yeah, I put it this way to my other friend, like if you haven't played the game or like this is a good primer for watching playing the game in the future. Like this does a better job setting up the universe and the factions and the sort of the world of Night City, and it gives you a good flavor for that universe, whereas the game sort of just throws you in it, and it sort of it feels a bit more clumsy, I think. And I feel like if you had watched this material first and then gone into the game, you would have had more satisfaction, I guess. It just does a better job at setting up the universe, and I guess another one of its pluses is it's a self-contained series, so it doesn't have all the shortcomings the game did, where like maybe the multiple paths weren't as fleshed out as you'd want them to be and stuff like that. Because this is just a linear show, it doesn't really matter. They have good pacing and good story beats and stuff like that. The characters are really, really awesome. I really enjoyed pretty much. Yeah, I think all the main characters were awesome. The villain characters were cool. But yeah, it was really, really beady animation, and again, the visuals of Night City are completely captured in this. It looks really, really good. And yeah, like part of my apprehension going into the show is that I really don't like stuff that's like edgy for the hell of it. And I feel like this show was pretty constrained in how gory and sexy and stupid things are. Like, I think you know, it's really tempting to sort of blow that out of proportion, but this was actually really constrained in that sense. I think if you didn't like the game for any reason, you could probably give this a chance, and you probably might end up liking it. I know that was the case for me. I really, really hated the game, and this sort of didn't turn me around on hating the game. I think the game still isn't something I'd probably enjoy, just because. But yeah, I think if you like bounced off Cyberpunk in the past, like if you didn't like the game or anything like that, I mean, this show hasn't flipped that for me. I definitely still don't like the game, but I did enjoy this show, and I think you should give it a chance too. It was a decent watch. I think it was definitely like a 7 out of 10 sort of anime. Like it was really good. Yeah, I guess part of talking about anime is talking about what happens in it. So let's talk about some spoilers. I liked the storyline of the tan guy, the black guy. I liked his sort of like, because this is another thing about the game is like I didn't really understand the whole bit about like people borging out and like sort of having their implants sort of rot away at them and stuff like this. And this did a really good job sort of illustrating what that's like for a person to go through. And I loved his flashbacks to him running on the highway at some point when he's a young guy and he's like real skinny, and like even like all the implant stuff was really interesting. I thought I loved the littler girl, and she had like big gorilla arms at the end of it. I thought that was really cool. And yeah, the main dude, I don't remember any of these guys' names, but yeah, the main dude, like is like super bulked out at the end, and it's just all implants and stuff like that. I did think the initial implant that he gets that his mum was dealing, it's one of those things. I think they call it a I want to say it's like a Jane Doe sort of thing, but like, this guy just happens to be able to handle this really crazy Militech implant, you know, like, I thought that was I didn't love that aspect of it. Like, he's sort of like the special guy because of that. That wasn't my favorite beat, but I think that's the only beat that I didn't really like. The main girl that's like cyber diving and stuff like that. First of all, the cyber diving's fucking really cool. I like that they're in the ice baths and they're like fucking naked and stuff. That's really fucking cool. But the main chick's story's pretty cool. Like how she's like an orphan that was sort of raised to be like a deep dive chick. I don't know, that whole like deep dive hacking, jacking in sort of thing in the ice bath, I thought was really cool. And I liked that, like the way she was like entrapped in that sort of thing, like she sort of got caught out doing that. And yeah, even like the what do they call the lap dance chip things, like the deaf, I don't know. I suppose you can't tell me live, but I really like the way that was illustrated in the show was really cool too. I like the main artist dude. I thought he was a really cool character. Everyone that just gets like randomly killed during this, I think is a really, like, I've got a really low tolerance for shit like that. Like, I don't like Game of Thrones like fucking esque shit for the sake of it. I've got a really high bar for that. Like, it needs to be really impactful and sort of earn its stay. And I felt like in this case it did. Like, everyone that just got randomly killed or shot or, you know, whatever the case, I felt was pretty earned. Like the little chick's brother, the crazy guy, like with the beard, like the way he got killed I thought was okay. I thought the way that chick died, like she gets squashed by the Mega Borg dude, I don't know what his fucking name is, Atom Smasher. That has to be like the worst name in fucking Atom Smasher. It's like Adam Sandler. I hate that guy. Yeah, and then like this whole the whole moon thread that was throughout the whole series, I thought was really good. I liked that, like, I thought it was pretty touching that she shared that with this dude that she was like planning to screw over, but then, you know, she was like honest for a second. That was pretty cool. I think they say as much in the show, but I thought that was like pretty nice little character beat for her. And yeah, I didn't really care for how like the main dude's storyline sort of ended, of him borging out. Like, it's just a bit whatever. Yeah, I don't know, his sort of powers are sort of cool too, how he sort of zooms around and stuff. Yeah. I don't know, what do you guys think in the comments? I'm going to be doing more of these. This is just like I said, this is like my sort of attempt to be more normie, is just watch current anime and talk about them. I probably will do a video about some other stuff, like I really enjoy Spy Family, for instance, or like Lovers War I really like as well. Are they current? I don't think they're airing anymore. Yeah, anyways, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.